Respected friends, welcome, recognize and strengthen these required few personality traits in us, the Viraga personality, the Loka Sevaka attitude personality, the Dharma Premi Samsthavaka Sahayaka personality, the Bhakta Vyaktitva in us. Be conscious about how strong is the Bhakta in me. To make him stronger, what consciously I am doing. So too the Shishya Vyaktitva in us, the Mumukshu Vyaktitva in us, remember, then the Jignasu Vyaktitva. All these can be done by the guidance to receive the guidance from outside as well as inside. How much readiness is there in our Shrotrutva Vyaktitva, Shrota Vyaktitva. The basic thing is if we are not ready to listen to the outer voice of the gurus, we will never be able to listen to the inner voice of the divine. Then all the jijnasas, mumukshutas can never be fulfilled. For all of that, first and foremost decision is I am the Adhyatmika Sadhaka. The more stronger and exclusive this identity is, then only there is a meaning for the other eight Vyaktitvas. We can add two more Vyaktitvas today. The two Vyaktitvas are how much inspired is our Vyaktitva, therefore, how much dynamic we are in doing these things. So, Utsaha Yukta Vyaktitva, the inspired individuality. Therefore, the dynamic means the hard working Vyaktitva. How much is there in us? These two also we can add, it becomes a good dozen qualities or 9 plus 2, 11. And then our five sources have we remembered from the morning till now few times and have we tuned through commitments and proving that commitments and then becoming qualified to pray and then praying and then deserving the blessings. We have to commit, we have to prove that commitment through practice, then we get the right authority to pray, then the prayer is so intense that they reach that source and then the source has blessed us. So the commitment to Shruti Mata, that I will study you. Then have we studied? Then we pray, O Mother, reveal these gems of secrets of wisdom that are hidden in you. So too commitment to the Guru Maharaj, that I will do the sadhana indicated by you. So today this sadhana I have done. Now I am qualified to pray to you to be with me. Not leave even one reason to the Guru that he feels like leaving us and going. It should be the other way around. Thousands of reasons we have to keep on putting in front of him by which he should feel not to leave us. Same way, the commitment to the Adhisthana Devatas, that the powers given by you will be rightly utilized, not wrongly, not for wrong purposes. And from morning till now, the abilities given by you, I have used in this way, in this way. Therefore, I am now qualified to pray to you that, O Devatas, empower me continuously. Please bless. Then to the Ishvara, The commitment is I will jump from my Jiva Srushti into your Ishvara Srushti. I will use all my faculties only to serve you through complete Sharanagati. And today, towards this, utilizing my faculties for you and doing Sharanagati to you, these are the things I have done. Now I believe I deserve to pray. I am qualified to pray. O Lord, I am praying that make me qualified and remove that curtain of delusion or the Maya so that the truth is revealed to me. Then to the Brahma Tattva, our pratigna is, commitment is, key, you am strengthening in me as the goal. Towards that, today, this mantra abhyasa I have done. These Vedokta Brahma Anusandhana Vakya I have done. Oh Brahma Tattva, I think I deserve to pray now. My prayer is revealed to me. You are the one, you are the only one. You are the only one behind every Vyashti and Samashti. May this Siddhanta become Anubhava. So, in this way, every day, as many times as possible, we should be able to tune ourselves. Alright. Not camera adjustment. Good. Today's 2-3 minutes thought before we enter into one of the most beautiful discussion of Shwethashwathara, the solution part, and followed by the hundreds of quotations from all Upanishads, Shruti, Smriti, Purana, unparalleled and unique, and nowhere we find. Next 2 or 3 days of ours are going to be the most beautiful and most divine in our morning, this Shwetashvatara Upanishad Satsang. Before we enter to that, 2 3 things is what? First, human being, you and I, has given the intellect to see the inner abilities, intellect to see the outer possibilities and the resources. Alone can think about the lakshyas, the goals. Therefore, human being should have the lakshyas or the goals. That is the most beautiful thing, if at all, something can happen in Manushya Jivana. Okay? Should have the goals. And the most beautiful part of it is what? Making that goal happen. Making that goal happen. Conceiving the goal, making that goal happen. If these two things are done by human being, he is really making the best use of himself being a human. Other animals and other yoni, they don't have any goals that can be conceived by them. उनका दिमाग नहीं होता. Then when there is no goal, there is no inspiration, there is no extra efforts, planning, etc. to reach that. But as you and I, human being, so making the goal happen, these to become insignia of our being a human. सोचो, लक्ष्य बनाओ, लक्ष्य को पाकर दिखाओ. Making it actually happen. Today's our thought is make it happen. That is possible for the human being. He'll have to encash that. All of us are doing them, but not with the clear vision. There's nobody in this world, human beings, have not the goal. And nobody is there who have not achieved some or the other targets, goals, aims, chota ho, bada ho. So he is doing it, he is achieving it, but there is a vagueness. That vagueness we are trying to clear, make it understanding, to make the understanding clear. That as a human being, the joy, the fulfillment in my life is to have the goals and to achieve the goals, to conceive the goal and to make it happen. In that only there is joy. Thereafter, then, in the quality, in the variety, in the quantity of the goals, we just improve upon, isn't it? The lowest goal that a human being can think about and achieve. These goals themselves, in technical terminology, are called as the Purusharthas. So, the minimum goal which we can conceive is safety and security. And we should make it happen that we are safe and secured. To begin always, it's with physical body only. So that's why the man from the Stone Age or animal man, how he started securing himself, isn't it? In the form of making a house to stay, in the form of making, the things stored for him when they are not going to be available. लेकिन ना पहले अपने आप को सिक्योर्ड किया, देन अपने जरूरतों को सिक्योर्ड किया, isn't it? In he knows in this reason, to season these things will not be there, but required that they have to be procured. Like in the rainy season, you can't get the dry wood. So therefore, in that summer only, he will collect the dry wood and procure safely, securely somewhere, so that in the rainy season he did not struggle to get it. So too the food grains, the other things. What is he doing there? The make it happen of the goal of safety, security. That is called as the Artha Purushartha. We have to make it happen. We have to conceive the goal that have to be safe and secured. Artha means security. Because we have money, we always feel secure. So, how can we are always in our mind to be insecure? Why that insecurity? What for it is that? What is the definition of being secured? Then how to be achieving that? And let me make it happen. This is what we have to conceive the goal, then achieve. That's what human evolves. From not doing anything wala animal life to slowly conceiving, doing and achieving. Then comes the next one. Once it is secured, now let me indulge or enjoy. That's called as Kamana Purushartha. You know, in the security aspect, to the extent of becoming the monarch of the whole country, he can reach to if he conceives that as the goal in that first Artha Purushartha. मैं हूं पूरा देश का राजा. यहाँ तक even by various other means, even the other lokas also, you can be in safe and secured position. Raja is a secured position that everybody listens to him. He is fully safe. To that height also we can go to. Same way, the second Purushartha is the indulgence wala, the kamana wala, the enjoyment wala. Here also the enjoyments were not eating the food ordinarily, but eating it heated up, adding it to variety of tastes, etc. You understand? This is called as bhoga. The sharira bhoga is finding some comfortable place to sleep or organizing the bed, bistar, etc. At the bhojana level, the kama purushartha is adding taste to it, etc., adding heat, etc. In this way, for the sharira, for indriya, for every one of them, they were finding the lakshyas of the bhoga. Kama purushartha कहते हैं उसको. Then make it happen. Then you procure them, you put your effort and gain them and involve in them and enjoy. Make it happen. Why not? And then here also, in making it happen of enjoying the Kamana Purushartha, sky is not the limit. You can become a Raja, yet you can be without any enjoyment. And you can be a Raja with Raja Bhog. Isn't it? मैं राजा हूँ अभी मेरा हुक्म चलेगा. Then every bhoga of everything the Raja will make. Beautiful pond in his own palace for his the snana bhoga. You will make a big kitchen for the Bhojana Bhoga with Chappan Bhog every time. The Bhoga of the dressing, the Palang, the Bhoga of Pankha for him, the Sharira Sambandhi, Indriya Sambandhi, Mano Sambandhi, Vilasa Bhoga. He organizes dancers, he organizes the singers, musicians. Making it happen is the topic we are talking. Then comes the third laksha that can be made is doing our duty of serving the world. That's a little higher purushartha that can be conceived. That's called as dharma. One general dharma is do what my duties I have to do as per Shastra. But the higher dharma is what? As a human being, taking care of the co-human beings and all other beings and the whole world is the real dharma. Only because we can do it. Whatever the positive we can do, that it becomes our dharma. So can we serve or not? Yeah, therefore serving is dharma. Therefore that Raja, not only for himself but for the praja of the other nation also, he goes on serving, taking it as his dharma. In that effort, any negative is there in any form, trying to eliminate depending on his power. But secure that dharma purushartha of doing the duties as well as serving the people in alienating their miseries, discomforts, and giving them the comforts and happiness. Isn't it? Make it happen. Only human being can think about the goals and he should make them happen. It starts with the smaller ones. It is not the achievement of the goal, but it is making that goal achieved with the effort, isn't it? Because we have to get the taste as well as joy of having the goal, working for the goal, achieving it, and showing it to the world or to myself. Once that becomes a habit to us, sky is not the limit, anything one can conceive and achieve. For that only we are sent as a human being. Then after all these three are seen, the fourth one is the Adhyatmika Lakshyas. The completeness of all of them is the Moksha Purushartha. Then once that goal is conceived, then you and I now, all the other three are given only for example's sake. For us, the main topic is this only. That we are born as human and are in this field are with the masters, gurus, shastras. For what? For the goal. Goal of what? The moksha. Now let us make it happen. Isn't it? Let us make it happen. We should make it happen that the moksha anumati is experienced by us. Now, that being the ultimate stage to be achieved, the ultimate is achieved from the step one onwards. The construction of the building, they make it happen. The basements are made. Then they make it happen. The pillars are made. Then they make it happen. The chat is made. And they ensure that it is strong enough. Then they make it happen. The walls are made. Then the windows are made. Then the ventilators are made. Then the doors are made. Then the shelves are made inside. See that? Everything goal conceived and made it happen. All of them are smaller goals, part of the total goal that a beautiful house or the building has to be made. Just to see step by step how those all workers together under the guidance of the contractors or the engineers or planners, how do they conceive it and make it happen? There's an hour by hour goal they make it happen. Those two, three people as a group. Their plan is what? By afternoon in this 3 hours, 9 to 12:30 के बीच में 3:30 घंटे में ये जो दीवार खड़ा करना है. This 14 feet wall has to be made. Now see their planning, how the bricks are brought, that cement and not mixed wala वो masala ले आते हैं. How the brick wala putting brick, the masala wala putting masala, and then the cementing wala putting cement. In that 3.5 hours, what they planned, they made it happen. In the meantime, the other group has planned for the wall, the other side. आप देखो ना, the construction of the building or any, for example, a production of the product, yielding of the, what do you say, the crop. There's nothing in this world which is without being conceived, without worked for, and without being made it happen. Isn't it? You see that production of the cars, let us say, in that car manufacturing plants, how every part of that is made happen and they are assembled. See that a beautiful car in the showroom, spick and span, so perfectly it is there. उसका पूरा अवलिया देखो, बॉनट देखो, टायर्स देखो, इतना नया चमक धमक. Didn't they make it happen? That they conceived in our showroom, 100 cars have to be there. So target is 3 months. Now one by one part brought, assembled, now it stands there. Now you see that 6 years of dream, Sudarshana Setu, 2017 or 18, the planning started. It is made happen now. Wow. See the joy now for all the tourists there. Divine tourism. You are reaching to Bend Dwarak also, and you are enjoying all this beauty. Make it happen ki baat. Moksha Purushartha, we have to make it happen. Now, the big discussion, which only I give the headings and leave it to each one of us, is what? In that pursuit of moksha, the highest, there will be 100 steps in it. Depending on where do we stand, what we need to do. That need to do thing, everything has to be understood, accepted as goal, and we have to see that it is made happen. Isn't it? Let us say if we are following in the yoga marga for the moksha prapti, kaivalya prapti, it is called there. Then what we are studying recently, the Ashtanga yoga. So the yama, in that ahimsa, you have to make it happen. That my life is now without any himsa to anybody, anything, either by vocal words or in the thought or in any deeds. You have to make it happen, ahimsa in us. So to the satyam. Never I will compromise with the Shastriya Satya, the intellectually convinced Satya, the vocal Satya. We have to make it happen. मजा उसी में है. यस, मैं अभी अहिंसावान सत्यवान हूं, हो गया हूं मैं. Now each of these are the dressings. Like a person going to attend a marriage, one by one clothing, wearing it, is he not becoming fully dressed up to attend to that program? So to be prepared for that final thing called moksha, every one of them have to be done. We have to make it happen. The asteya. In my life, there is not in one thing which is stolen from others, which is taken from others without their knowledge or permission. अस्तेय बस. अभी कोई गलती से हुआ और देखा ये चीज मेरे रूम में है, आई टुक इट फ्रॉम द अदर फेलो दिस वे दैट वे, नाउ इट इज गिवन अप. नाउ कोई भी नहीं है. Not only the gross physical things asteya, even the ideas. Take the idea from that person, having asked him, and having received it, acknowledge it, write it in books. This is not my idea. Like we are doing these satsangas. None of these satsangas are my own. They all are from our Guru Parampara, our Gurudev's Prerana, Adi Shankara, the Guru's blessings, and the blessings of Vyasa, the Bhagawan. So every word we have uttered in last 6,500 classes, all of that is Bhagawan ka hi hai, Guru ka hi hai, hamara nahi. We don't have stenam. Steyam means ये चोरी नहीं करना हमको. Like that, the intellectual subtle things also are not to be owned as if ours. They are from others. Acknowledging it is asteyam. We have to make it happen. Then the brahmacharya, most important of all, how every of the faculties of us are fully in the controlled form. And all the 8 types of brahmacharya as mentioned, we are able to really make it happen. Then aparigraha, make it happen, which is tough, but then that is how we have to. They are meant qualifications. In the first of the 8 ahimsa, yama sadhana, वही नहीं कर पाए, तो then second, how will I make it happen? Third. Conversely, when I'm successful in making the step one happen, then I have the inspiration. I can do the second also, the Niyama sadhanas, Shaucha Santosha Tapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhana Ityad. In the same way, if I am in the Bhakti Marga, the Shravanam, the Nirantara Bhagavad Katha Gunagana Shravanam. We have to make it happen. It just will not happen. If I am following the Bhakti Margi, दिन में 8 से 10 घंटे मुझे भगवत कथा गुणगान सुनते ही रहना है. सत्संग के रूप में, कथा के रूप में, भजन के कीर्तन के रूप में, स्तोत्र के रूप में. Is the first one, Shravana. Then we ourselves do the same thing of singing the glory. That's called Kirtanam. We have to make it happen. See, we are listening, but we are not understanding. We are understanding, but we are not conceiving that it has to be a goal. It should be made as a goal. Then only the next most important कि अरे बाबा जब गोल है तो पहुंचना है ना, फिर तभी इसको गोल कहते हैं. Isn't it? Only when I make it as my goal, then I put my effort to achieve it. That is why understanding Brahman is different from making Brahman as goal. Many of us are understanding, but we have not yet made it as goal. Therefore, we are not doing the required things to achieve that goal, to make it happen. So that Vishnu has Smaranam, make it happen. Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam. In the same way, the Karma Yoga Marga, the starting one, make it happen. Let us know what is the Nishiddha Karma, drop them. What are the Kamya Karmas? Kamanas, Kamya Karmas erupting in me, reduce them. What are the Nitya Karmas I must to do? What are the Naimitika Karmas which are there? Now let me stick to them and do them with the Yajna Bhavana. Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. That is what is the topic with which we start our study today. So, small things से लेकर बड़े बड़े thing तक, taking as goals, we have to make it happen. Small thing is means एक माला में ओम नमो नारायण जप करूंगा. It's a goal. And doing it to the best of the perfection is the second goal. And making it happen. You know that freshness morning 4:30, got a Brahma Muhurta, took bath, just went to that puja room or your meditation room, lighted the lamp, put small that agarbatti which is undisturbing if required, creating that ambience in that freshness of the new clothes or washed clothes or silken clothes or puja ke liye पहन कर बैठे. Then that one mala 108 names Om Namo Narayana, one by one name we are uttering with the whole mouth and whole heart, being in front of Narayana, saluting him. You know, if you can conceive the goal this way and try to make it happen, can any joy be parallel to this joy in the world? देखो, है ना, दूसरे जो फुकट में देते हैं ना, उसमें उतना जॉय नहीं होता. द व्हेन विच अचीव आवरसेल्व्स, उसी में जॉय. Whether it is artha, whether it is kama, whether it is dharma, now our main purushartha, the moksha. Make it happen, the karma yoga. You know, you can see our Indian government nowadays as a karma yogi they are working. Thousands things are planned and they are made to happen. Every 15 days, one visit to one state and thousands of crores and these projects, those projects started. अब देखो, there's no worry about the future. ये सस्टेन होगा क्या नहीं होगा, दूसरे गवर्नमेंट होएंगे तो आगे क्या करेंगे वो लोग, and will the people continuously work for it? What worry it is Lord will take care. I am in the power now, I have the abilities and I am conceiving the goals, I am making them happen. Like Puja Guru, he never thought what will happen in the future. Why? Why should I worry? In the present, what is in my hands with the capacities, these are the goals I conceive. I will work on it relentlessly, tirelessly. And he made it happen. In his own time, with his own efforts, in whatever is in his reach. In the same way. Isn't it? So too when we come to the Vedanta Marga, Viveka, we have to make it happen. Vairagya, make it happen. Shamadama Uparamati Diksha Shraddha Samadhan. We have to see that they are our goals. We have to do everything required, no stone left unturned to be able to reach to that state. Undoubtedly, I have the sadhana, Chatushtaya Sampada perfect. Then make it happen from within. That I'm a surrendered disciple of this Guru Maharaj. Make it happen. What is that ego in me? What is that mind's projections in me? What are the inhibitions? What are the hesitations because of which I am not a fully, totally surrendered disciple? Remove them. And what makes it to be called as the Sharanagata Shishya? Shishyasteham Shadimam Tuam Prapannam. Arjun ne kiya ho. Then only got the essence of all Upanishads in one text called Gita. Isn't it? And then make it happen, the listening, pakka thoroughly, make it happen, the manana, chintana thoroughly, make it happen, the conviction clear, then make it happen, the meditation. And in the meditation at the highest level, make it happen, the realization of our essential nature. For this only we are here. The buddhi of us as a human is so beautiful. Let us make use of that with all optimism, with all positivity, with all the zeal and the zest and enthusiasm. मैं लगाऊंगा ये लक्ष्य करके दिखाऊंगा. हम अब आध्यात्मिक, नॉट धर्मार्थ कामा, और वो दूसरों के लिए हो. For us now, the moksha prapti hetu, whatever the intermediate stages have to be crossed, they are our lakshyas. Why will I not achieve it? I will. And trying to do so, some things we have to sacrifice. The so-called comforts, so-called bhogas. Okay, why can't I give them up? Why can't I give up 1 hour excessive sleep in the morning? Why can't I give up this indulgence in all the entertainments which are consuming the time or mind? Isn't it? In this way, we have to, as a human being, with the intellect, conceiving the goals, and through the proper efforts, we should make it happen and celebrate it. See the children when they are given projects by the school as a homework. When they do that, their joy of it. टीचर ने आज कहा है ड्राइंग बनाने को, मेक इट हैपन, और ए क्राफ्ट और एन आर्ट और ए पर्टिकुलर थिंग दे गिव. When they sit for 1 hour, 2 hours and struggle for it, maybe taking the help of others, brother, anybody, and बन जाता है ना, उसका जो आनंद देखो, that is called as being human. And in that being human, when the goals are higher and greater, then we are becoming perfect in being the human. And the highest is in achieving the Charama Purushartha, the ultimate one. There is nothing higher than that, and we should not relax or rest till that ultimate is reached. In this thinking, in this understanding, in this mood, in this inspiration, in this planning, in this resource gathering, in this execution, alone our whole faculty should involve, that they are not given even a draw in even a microsecond time also to think anything else. That Rama Kaju Lagi Tava Avatara is a sentence by Jambavan to Hanumanji, such one that his Tava Avatara means your entire personality is only for Rama Kaju. That has hit him so powerfully thereafter, his Sharira, Prana, Indriya, Mana, Buddhi, सारा वो राम कार्य के लिए ही यूज किया. There is no Hanuman, an individual separate from Rama, having his own personal, any outer worldly goals. Even he has none of his own personal goal also. Rama Kaj Bas. What a powerful understanding. In the same way, our avatara is also for Moksha Purushartha Prapti. If we can become very clear in this understanding, not superficial, but deep and clear and complete, and always on the surface of our intellect. And luckily, if we have all the ideas, means also gathered, and when we are involving in them relentlessly, not caring about any other outer things. थक गया उपाधियां, थोड़ा रेस्ट दिया, again back to the work. Those laborers, as I gave the example, 4-5 hours they continuously work. अब इतना थक जा, आधा घंटा खा के रेस्ट करते, again they get up to 2:30, up to 6:30 they work. Till that whole building is done, they are on that job. See that railway track putting people. है ना, 20 किलोमीटर रेलवे ट्रैक बनानी है 20 दिन में, तो डेली 1 किलोमीटर डालनी, तो दोस्त 200 people, हाउ ईच वन आर देयर वर्किंग, थोड़ा रेस्ट लेते हैं, थक गए तो, you know, the beauty of life is in this way, focusing and focusingly doing what is to be done to achieve what is to be achieved. So today's thought for us is, let us enjoy making the goal reached. Make it happen. Let it start from the smaller ones. Let us make the bigger and bigger goals and achieve it. मजा आता है जिंदगी में. In that effort only, when the goals are selfless, the totality also starts cooperating in giving us the resources, guidances, protections, etc. etc. है ना? Beautiful it is. ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधाजलधे महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. सङ्कल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध अस्मिन् क्षणे सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शान्ति पूर्ववृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापने कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य शक्ति सामर्थ्यादि प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापने दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्र अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः पारायणम् आदिशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओमत श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद श्री आदिशंकराचार्य कृत मंगलाचरण श्लोकम्. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं. प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, in the Sambandha Bhashyam, 2/3 we have seen, 1/3 is there to be discussed. In the 2/3 seen things, the first one is our essential nature, second is how we have come to the present state of bondage, the third is how to get liberated. So the first one, our essential nature, obviously, which is our again goal also, is Chit Sadananda Advitiyam Brahma. Be clear, no vagueness, absolutely perfect. The understanding should be. That is our essential nature, that's what our goal also. Now, for the sake of understanding, conviction, explanation, how the bondage has happened. The second topic covered. The whole thing is avidya. No, is that avidya independent, etc., to create all the calamity? No. Swa ashrayaya, swa vishayaya, swa anubhava gamyaya. Mayona vidya. What that avidya did? These 4 5 things. One sabhasa, second only Second, that avidya only made the parikalpana of the variety of the upadhis. Because of the upadhi tadatmya, the avidya only made to do the ishta prapti, which is actually the apurushartha as the purushartha. It's all because of avidya only. Avidya created the abhas. Avidya created the upadhis. Avidya made the abhasa jiva to get identify the upadhis. Avidya only created many apurusharthas as a purushartha. What are they? Ishta prapti. इष्ट प्राप्तिम अपुरुषार्थम पुरुषार्थम मन्यमाना. कौन कर रहा है सब? अविद्या ओनली करा रहा है. Then what I do? Because of the ishta prapti, that which fulfills the ishtadi, toward that the raga. To opposite of it, the dveshadi. Therefore, raga adi doshaihi itastataha akrushyamanah. Okay? Moksha purushartham alabhamanaha. Sura nara tiryagadi yonisho sancharan. So this is how we have come to this bondage because of avidya. So चित सदानंद अद्वितीय ब्रह्म स्वरूप भी आत्मा स्वाश्रयया स्वविषयया स्वानुभवगम्य अविद्या साभासया प्रतिबद्ध स्वाभाविक अशेष पुरुषार्थ प्राप्त अशेष अनर्थ. सी, प्रतिबद्ध स्वाभाविक अशेष पुरुषार्थ प्राप्त अशेष अनर्थ. Now these two we have missed, in fact, which are most crucial. The swabhavika means what? Now because of the vidya, because of the jiva bhava, because of upadhi tadatma, from within a lot of purusharthas, from within as a swabhavika, they are born. And in trying to purushartha, fulfill those purusharthas, nothing but the anartha we are getting. Like yesterday, you see, the beginning shloka of the Ahankara Vigarhanam, Sri Ramji said, Muda eva it got utpatti. Muda only it is doing pravardhanam. And other than giving the dukkha, this aham has nothing to give. I am afraid of this only. Listen again this sentence. I will repeat it 3 times. Prapta swabhavika ashesha purushartha and prapta ashesha anartha. प्राप्त स्वाभाविक अशेष पुरुषार्थ प्रतिबद्ध स्वाभाविक अशेष पुरुषार्थ प्राप्त अशेष अनर्थ. प्रतिबद्ध बाउंड, स्वाभाविक नेचुरल, अशेष पुरुषार्थ एंडलेस पुरुषार्थ. And each of them giving what? Prapta ashesha anartha. What examples we gave? Once you buy the car, naturally from within the purushartha we are bound by to maintain that car, to take care of it, etc. You make a house, once you made a house, there are natural, inherent purusharthas will be on our head, which we have to do. And while doing it, anartha only. The money is spent, energy is gone, frustration, dukkha. Married, there is a purusharthas from within, they are naturally endowed with. Take care of her or him, whomever marry. So to get the children, swabhavika there will be purusharthas of nurturing, nourishing the child. How many examples are given? In the same way, avidya से जन्मित साभास जीव उपाधि तादात्म्य करने से naturally from within the upadhi maintenance वाला पुरुषार्थ आ जाते हैं. And each of the fulfillment of the purushartha gives anartha only. What is anartha? First anartha is the real self is moksha is forgotten. Second is what? This is a delusion. What is delusion? Having identified the upadhi to satisfy the demands or requirements of purushartha, upadhis. Whatever the purushartha we do, it is a delusion because as long as we are identifying the upadhi, so long that swabhavika purusharthas will always be there. There is no rest or there is no change. Like जब तक शरीर है हर दिन नहाना पड़ता है. जिस तक इंद्रिया है हर दिन रक्षण करना पड़ता है हमको. यू अंडरस्टूड? लाइक जब तक घर है डेली साफ करना, जब तक कपड़े पहनो डेली धोना है, जब तक शरीर है तब तक डेली खाना बनाओ, वो भोजन करो. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ प्राप्त अशेष अनर्थ. Why? What is another anartha in that? in doing that Purushartha, something lacking, then there will be no contentment. Something wrong done, there will be punishment. This is what the standpoint of Rama is at the highest level of acme of inquiry, with which he reached that in this world there is nothing which can give sukha, ananda or shanti, all are in dukkha only. अब देखो कल का जो thought था, I tell you, it is still lingering in my mind. I'm not able to conceive that idea. He says, out of the fear of this ahankara, even annapana also I am not taking. What to talk about the other bhogas which are offered to me? क्योंकि अन्नपान से शरीर चलेगा, शरीर के तादाद में होना पड़ेगा. Then I become shariri. Then sharir has all its problems, which will be told in the subsequent chapters. See the thinking where it has taken Rama to. Here also these two sentences. To whatever the thing out of avidya we get associated with ahankara and mamakara, in inherent natural swabhavika purusharthas will be arised with which we are pratibadha. And those purusharthas are nothing but givers of anartha only. Because sarthakata giving purushartha is only one. That is the moksha purushartha in which I remain as चित सदानंद अद्वितीय आत्मा. अब वो तो भूल ही गए ना हम. Every else other natak we are doing. And each of these nataks, result of anartha is what? Taking us more and more away from the moksha purushartha. Strengthening the layers of the identity of the upadhi and the strengthening the layers of the avidya, etc. All that is there in Bhagavan Adi Shankara's saying. The deeper things hidden are this one. प्रतिबद्ध स्वाभाविक अशेष पुरुषार्थ प्राप्त अनेक अनर्थ अशेष अनर्थ. The other things we have already explained कि अविद्या परिकल्पित एव साधनैः इष्ट प्राप्तिम अपुरुषार्थम पुरुषार्थम मन्यमानः. Therefore मोक्षार्थम अलभमानः, जो अभी कहा हमने. इन चीजों में इतने बिजी हो गए कि the real moksha is in discover ourselves. What a funniest creatures we are. मोक्ष देने वाला आध्यात्मिक दाखले टाइम नहीं दे रहे, बार बार बंधन में डालने वाला संसार के लिए ही पूरा समय और मन दे रहे. बट यू रिमेंबर, once this is understood, there is no better joke than this. But before understanding it, how confusingly deluding is this aspect that except working for the moksha, every day, every moment, we are only working for getting bound more and more. अब इससे बढ़कर मोह माया नहीं है, इससे बढ़कर मूर्खता अज्ञान नहीं है, और इससे बढ़कर हंसने की बात भी नहीं है. देखो now with all this drama going on, can we even claim that we are intelligent? See how much arrogance we have for our intelligence, for our achievements, for our performances. क्या क्या दिखाते अपना रुबाब, अहंकार. मैंने ये किया, मैंने, अरे मूर्ख, you are doing everything for bondage. How can you claim you are intelligent? That is why anybody coming to us say, Swamiji, I have achieved it. Before appreciating that fellow, what did you achieve? Anything he tells except Brahma Tattva, I say Murak hai. Because that is not the goal, it is binding. Can you say कि मैं कांटा चुभा के आया हूँ, मेरे को तो अप्रिशिएट करो, या मैं कीचड़ में घूम के आया हूँ, मुझे अप्रिशिएट करो, या मैं अपने तबीयत खराब करके आया हूँ, मुझे अप्रिशिएट करो, या मैं चोरी करके आया हूँ, या जेल में काट के आया हूँ 6 महीने, मेरी पिटाई हुई जबरदस्त, देखो कितना मारा उन लोगों ने मेरे को. Do we appreciate when such fellow comes? Same, anything other than moksha achieved, the achievement is not achievement. It is only increasing our bandhana. And we have wasted our time and went away from the Lord, wasted other resources. देन मेरे को ना ये देख कर लगता है ऊपर ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वर देवता लोग ना, या इवन ऋषि मुनि इतने लोट पोट होकर हंसते होंगे, लुकिंग डाउन ऑन द अर्थ. सी वी हैव गिवन दिस रिसोर्सेस टू दिस ह्यूमन बीइंग टू बिकम मोक्ष ना मुक्ता. अदर देन दैट ही विल प्ले सच ए नौटंकी. यू सी, टुडे लेट अस फोकस ऑन दिस चैनल एंड एंजॉय. They must be enjoying seeing the cartoons called as you and I, who are doing everything on the name of moksha only for bondage. चाहते हैं मोक्ष but कर रहे हैं everything for bondage only. That is the power of this sentence. मोक्षार्थम अलभमाना. मोक्ष पुरुषार्थ का कंसेप्ट नहीं बन रहा उनको in its true sense. He wants moksha only, but what is moksha? Where is moksha? How is moksha? In all these three things he is wrong. Like dhana. What is dhana? If you don't know exactly, then what is dhana? How to earn dhana? Where it is to use? You will not know. Dhana means we remember cash only. Then that cash for earning it in any of the negative things we do. Once we earn, we use that for the wrong purpose. That's the whole thing is the wrong meaning of the artha purushartha itself. Artha means for survival and for some spiritual sacred activity. That's earning also should be honestly done. Honest earning is called as artha. Earning is not artha. But if this definition is not known, we define earning is artha, then in any means we try to earn. Basically we are wrong because definition ही हमने नहीं समझा. In the same way, the moksha is what? In knowing our own oneself. No, instead of doing that, everything else what are doing is it not strengthening our bandhana only? So to that extent we are in ignorance. To that extent we are in delusion. To that extent we are in the wrong conceptions. To that extent we are wasting our human life resources, etc. And to that extent we are laughable therefore. We are laughable. We should be laughed at. क्या कर रहे तो अभी तक जिंदगी में 50 साल 60 साल 70 80 हो गए हर एक चीज किया जिससे बंधन ही बढ़ रहा है एंड क्लेम आई एम इंटेलिजेंट प्लीज नो मेरे को इंटेलिजेंट बोलो ना अरे यार कोशिश कर रहा हूँ बोलने को कुछ दिख ही नहीं रहा है ना seeing what we have to vote to the opposition party in the next election except eating our wealth and all of the government, enjoying all the comforts given and respect given, doing every nonsense possible to trouble the great projects that are done by the government. What important, useful thing they are doing that they have to be given even one vote. शर्म है तो उसको खुद को अपना वोट अपने को नहीं डालना चाहिए. That is a real honesty, dignity. My plans, my ideas are not greater. Yours are greater, sir. Therefore, I am casting my vote also to you. In the same way, when we claim that I am intelligent, please accept, or I am wise, please accept, or I am achieving the great things, please acknowledge them. How can we do बेटा? तुम तो सब बंधन के ही कर रहे हो, isn't it? I can't. Like everywhere you go, leaving my class, how can I be happy? Impossible. I can't be. I am doing shouting like a बेवकूफ हूँ क्या मैं? Nothing can make me happy. You have to come. That's it. No excuse. Anything till I am alive. In the same way, how can it be? We are doing everything only binding, and still we think we are wise, intelligent. How deep rooted are our ignorance? Now that is why the need of not only studying Shastras, but under the guidance of our Bhagavan Adi Shankara's Bhashyam. That gives such a crystal clear picture. Where are we going wrong? Now, mokshartam alabhamanaha, then makaradibiliva ragadivi itastataha samakrushyamanah sura nara tiryagadi prabheda bhedita nana yonishu sancharan. Up to this is the whole bondage. Then the moksha aspect now starts. One by one. Beautiful steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 are there. Or 7 or 8. One by one, let us conceive. First, kenapi sukrta karmana. Be clear about it. We might have done lot of sukrta in the earlier lives. This life also we might have done. or let us conceive and do now. Sukruta karma kartaro. Now here the subtlety of Bhagavan saying Kenapi Sukruta Karmana for us is what? We are blessed enough to study the Bhasha is which Sukruta karma you are doing is secondary. What are you aiming at through that? Isn't it? कुछ भी सुकृत कर्म करो मुझे भगवत कृपा से आध्यात्म में आगे बढ़ना है ये संकल्प कर दी यू अंडरस्टैंड देन दैट एनी सुकृत कर्म पुण्य कर्म you दान दिया धर्म किया या let us say some philanthropic work किया there are 100 sukrita karmas can be done cannot be but encash it for only this isn't it that is why he mentioned cannot be why cannot be he has to say because each one's capacities resources are different for doing different punya karma which punya karma who is capable of doing is different but everyone should do some or the other punya karma which is in his capacity but the goal of that is making the path for the spirituality so mera punya karma I am doing the satsanga other than this I am not capable of other but this is my kenami punya karma let this lead me for my spiritual unfoldment this should be my sankalpa. Okay, when the punya karmas are done, as much as sufficient, what it should result in? Second one is Brahmanadi Adhikari Shariram Praptaha. It's a big subject, only 3 or 4, 10% we have discussed it. What it means, what? The result of punya karma is getting the physical birth as well as the relations around, surroundings around in such a way that they are all conducive for spiritual growth only. उतना पुण्य हमको करना है जिससे हमारा भीतर बाहर का माहौल अध्यात्म के लिए लायक वाला मिले. That is the meaning of Brahmanadi Adhikari Shariram Praptaha. So that Brahmanadi Adhikari Shariram Praptaha, we have to add all of them. Brahmana Janma, Utkrishta Brahmana Vamsha, and in that Brahmana Vamsha, other than Moksha, no other Purushartha is talked or discussed. All the friends, relatives, everyone are like that. That is why in olden days, the Brahmana Agraharams used to be there. The whole locality is Brahmanas. Nobody will go there to disturb them. Isn't it? They will be busy, in their yajnas, the homas, the upasanas, the japa, the shastra, parayanam, Veda parayanam, adhyanam, dhyanam. Oh, beautiful. A huge, the punja of the punya and divinity from there comes up to bless the whole world, in fact. Like in nowadays, we have places like the Uttarakashi. The whole belt of those 3-4 kilometers, only Sadhu Santa Ashram. Go to Haridwar, the other side of the Haridwar. There's only beautiful Sadhu Santa, like a Sadhu Mahatma's Agrahara. In every of the pilgrimages, in small or big place quantity में there are place. मैं तो कहता हूँ government of India से in every pilgrim place some 20 acres are to be given for only sadhu santa sannyasi to stay there, do their sadhana for their emancipation, do all the divine activities for the betterment of the whole world. For them, the government should sponsor the entire food. Others also should sponsor. And the people, those who stay there, other than doing Adhyatmic sadhana and prarthana, they are not involved in anything. You can have schemes. Somebody can stay whole life, somebody can stay 5 साल 10 साल. देखो आध्यात्मिक राशि को बढ़ाना है हमें जीवन में, होल वर्ल्ड में. दैट्स व्हाई एवरी डे वी आर चैंटिंग दिस वन. है ना, विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम, प्रगति प्राप्त्यर्थम, देन ओनली एकता, देन ओनली द शांति. So, Brahmanadi Adhikari Sharira Praptika, I gave the example. Here, when you say the Sharira, not only Stula Sharira. Stula Sharira Brahmana ka mila, but inside if there is a Chandala, if there is a Kshatriya Vaishya, what is the use of that Brahmana Janma? In the same way, ब्राह्मण मन है, बुद्धि है, बट शरीर भी ब्राह्मण का होने से उसका भी फायदा होगा. देयरफॉर शरीर ब्राह्मणादि शरीर का अर्थ स्थूल भी हो गया, सूक्ष्म शरीर भी हो गया. कारण शरीर मीन्स द वासनामय. That is that to that extent the punya karmas have to be done. Satkarma done without expecting phala, they are called punya karmas. Any satkarmas done expecting phala, they are swartha karma. They are not punya. Like go to temple, do the puja and offer dakshina there. For the sake of Lord and total welfare, it becomes punya. If I do the sankalpa that through these offerings or puja, my business should grow, my money should grow, it doesn't account in the punya. परार्थ किए करने वाले कर्म को ही पुण्य कहते हैं, नॉट स्वार्थ. You may do bigger than the big work, but if there is the thought of selfishness, it's not punya. छोटा भी काम करो, but in that others' welfare is the genuine feeling or thought, it becomes punya karma. So, केनापि सुकृतेन पुण्यकर्मणा सुकृतकर्मणा प्राप्त ब्राह्मण आदि अधिकार शरीरम न ब्राह्मणाद अधिकार शरीरम प्राप्तः. Now the next step, we have to make all this happen. Huh? Once that brahmana sharira we got it, there are the things to be done are what? Ishwarartha karma anushtane. Okay? And what brahmana has to do, Shastra has given. Shamodamastapa shaucham kshantirarjavamevacha ajnanam vijnanam astikyam brahma karma svabhavajam. I'll take 2 minutes to talk on this because the topic. What Brahmana has to do is one discussion, and all that Brahmana does is to be done by doing Arpana to the Ishvara. You get the second discussion. Okay. When they are done for the Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, this Brahmana is becoming qualified for the moksha. All these karmas, if he is not doing the Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, Swartha Buddhi, he may get the birth again and again as Brahmana. And in Brahmanatva, he may get all the Sankalpita Siddhi, whatever he wanted. But he will not become spiritual moksha sadhak. He can get 100 janmas as Brahmana. He may get name and fame as Brahmana. He may get all the facilities. ब्राह्मणों के पूरे क्या कहते हैं कम्युनिटी का he may become president. But it has nothing to do with moksha. Why this happened? Because he has not done all the karmas which he has to do with Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. He has done it with Atma Arpana Buddhi, means Swartha Arpana Buddhi. Therefore, Swartha मिल गया उनको. Only when the Ishvara Arpana Buddhi से करते हैं, so become अंतःकरण शुद्ध होते होते, we become qualified for moksha. Isn't it? Therefore, doing punya karma is different. Doing punya or sukrita so much that we get a brahmana sthura sukshma karana sharira is different. Having gained that, in that knowing what we are supposed to do as brahmana is different, and doing all of that only for Ishvara Arpana is the higher next stage. See the clarity in Bhagavan's teachings. And every one of these things we have to make it happen. अब से पूरा जन्म हम ऐसे सुकृत पुण्य करें, अगले जन्म भगवान हमको ब्राह्मण का ही देगा, आउटर एंड इनर. And with all the clear understanding as a Brahmana what I have to do, and only that I must do, nothing other than it, and that also for Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. See that picture इतना systematic, इतना clear आपको कहाँ मिलेगा बताओ. So the Brahmana's duties. First Shamaha, he'll have to have full control on the mind. He cannot be lavish or any licentious. He can't be. Therefore, he must do the yoga sadhana. Damaha, he'll have to do the loka seva. Then only indriyas are controlled. Tapaha, tapa is giving up all the bhogadi. Then only it's called tapasya. A bhogi cannot be tapasvi because a tapasvi gives up all the bhoga. Giving up is tapasya. Giving up bhoga comforts is tapasya. Therefore, shamaha, damaha, tapaha, shaucham. In spite of any difficulties, odds, the mental shaucham of not thinking of harm to anyone, the physical shaucham obviously, thrice a day, the shaucham of the place where he stays. Kshanti, the power to forgive anyone for whatever mistakes they have done. We can't. Once one is Brahmana and one is Moksha Purusharthi, for any mistake done by anyone, you have to forgive only. Then only our ego will be subsided. If I don't forgive, the non-forgiving ego will be there. When you forgive, ego can be given up. Non-forgiving ego cannot be given up. जैसे मैंने गलती कर दी, आप इस मेरे गलती को पकड़ते हैं तो आपके अंदर का ईगो रहेगा, बट गलती को माफ कर दी तो यू कैन ड्रॉप द अहम, because by holding on to others mistakes we maintain or hold on to our own individuality, whereas our goal is to drop our individuality. इसलिए our punya done, that we have to give it up, because if you hold on to the punya, then the ego of the punya doer will become stronger. So to others papa or the troubles given, that also has to be given up, otherwise our ego is strong. That is the meaning of kshanti. Then the arjavam, the brahmana cannot be crooked or vakra for any of his material benefits. You know, perfect it is. आर्जव है ना, ब्राह्मण देवता। कोई है घर में, बेटी का शादी कर, तो जाके पूछा व्यापारी या राजा से, अय्या धन दीजिए करके। देन द राजा लेट अस से गिव 1 lakh. देन दिस ब्राह्मण यूज्ड फॉर द मैरिज, he has spent 89,122 rupees. So the remaining 10,878 rupees, he should go and give it to the Raja. Kitna kharch hua? I asked you money for the marriage. For the marriage, this much has happened. Raja, this is balance, giving back. This is called Rujutva. One example I give everywhere. Like Rujutva. Like in today's world also. पूजा कोई ब्राह्मण ने आके दिया किया, तो he should not quote, इतना दो मुझे. He should not come what may. Others should give. When others give, for the whole material, 2,600 I paid, these are all the bills. And for my survival, this 500 I have given. So 3,100 good. महाराज आपने 5,000 दिया, 1,900 आप ले लो बस, मुझे नहीं चाहिए, बट रख लो, आप फ्यूचर के लिए काम आएगा. नो, इफ हैव द सिक्योरिटी ऑफ दिस मनी, आई विल नॉट डू दिस पुण्य कर्मा, बिकॉज पैसे है तो काम क्यों करना है. सो आई डोंट वांट. दैट्स कॉल्ड रुजुत. द वेरी सबलाइम थॉट्स देयर आर, है ना. क्षत्रिय का रुजुत्व अलग होता है अपने लेवल का, वैश्य का रुजुत्व अलग होता है, शूद्र का रुजुत्व अलग. शूद्र's रुजुत्व is without yielding to body's laziness, he should serve. The Vaishya ka rujutva is keeping the limit of his personal profit, honestly he should do the trading. The Kshatra ka rujutva means the power given he'll have to use only to serve, not for his bhoga, not for his arrogance. Isn't it? See that in Bengal and all, the arrogance of power from last 10-12 years. How much misused, especially in suppressing one community, Hindus and all. विचित्र है वो, आप देख लो. क्षात्र एरोगेंस कहते हैं उसको, वो नहीं होना है. रुजुत्व मतलब आई एम गिवन पावर टू सर्व. सो टू द ब्राह्मण रुजुत्व इज only serving the world, growing spiritually. That's it. He cannot afford even everything given freely. No, I don't want. Rujutvam. So shamodamastapashacham kshantirarjavam evacha, then jnanam. He should gain that spiritual knowledge of variety of adhyatmic sadhanas, then vijnanam. He should practice them. Other meaning, jnana means all the knowledges the human being is supposed to possess, he should have. The vijnana means the theoretical of it he should know, and he should teach it to the people. A Brahmana is the one only he has got the adhikara for the Veda teaching. All other Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, they can listen Vedas, they can study Vedas, they can't teach Vedas. Teaching is only given to Brahmana according to our tradition. So Jnanam Vijnanam means he knows theory, he knows practice. He, through the theory and practice, is teaching others, guiding others. The last one is Astikyam. If this is not there, he is not at all Brahmana. What is Astikyam? Two things. There is Bhagawan who is beyond the whole world. That is one Astikyam. Second is what? That Bhagawan alone is the goal. This is the second Astikyam. He is called as Brahmana. So this is the meaning of Brahmanadi Yogyata Shariram Praptaha, Adhikari Shariram Praptaha. Now these things which we have discussed now, all of them is doing without fail, but Ishwarartha Karmanushthanena. All these karmas he is doing as Anushtana, but as Ishwarartha, not Swartha, and not for anybody else also. Please remember, once we come to spirituality, we are already Brahmana. Brahmana will have to do anything only for Paramatma, neither for himself nor for any limited individual. लाइक मैं देश के प्रधानमंत्री हूँ, इतना काम कर रहा हूँ, बाहर मैं बोल दूंगा कि मैं देश के लिए सब कर रहा हूँ करके, बट हार्ट इन हार्ट आई शुड नो देयर इज नथिंग कॉल्ड देश, आई एम डूइंग एवरीथिंग फॉर परमात्मा. स्पिरिचुअल सीकर है. But for become a spiritual person other than God, nothing can be goal, nothing can be means. The moment anything else we conceive, then that thing appears to be real other than the God, then that gathers importance, then the mind is occupied by that, then I forget the God. महामाया होता है ये बात. इसलिए जैसे मैं सत्संग कर रहा हूँ, किसके लिए? भगवान के लिए बस. हाँ, यू मे बी गेटिंग बेनिफिट, others may be, that's all byproducts. But heart in heart, the truth is Bhagavan. Why should I say that? If I say not for Bhagavan, if I say for somebody else, then I am giving reality to that somebody. Then that somebody becomes important to me. Then my attention will be towards that body, not towards Bhagavan. माया इस तरह से हमको फंसाती है. That is why Mudha Eva, Rama said yesterday 2-3 times. Then what is the result of this Ishwararpana Kartavya? Ki Ishwarartha Karmanushthanena Apagata Raga Adi Malaha. Isn't it? From his heart completely destroyed are the impurities called as Raga Adi. After this only, in an unbiased way, he can look at the world and think. Then he will understand everything is limited, perishable, binding. Therefore, he will get total vairagya from all of them. Then only he will go to the Guru. He is going, staying, learning. All of that becomes fulfilled. What it all that? Tomorrow, what is all that? That points we will focus tomorrow. We'll try to study them. Once that's over, मैं तो कह रहा हूँ दिवाली होने वाला है हमारे क्लास में, जहाँ 10s and 20s, 30s, 40s उपनिषदिक quotations regarding आत्म ब्रह्म प्राप्ति जो भगवान शंकर जी देते. मेरे लिए तो ये फेस्टिवल है. In last 1500 or 1400 days of unbroken classes on Upanishads we are doing without even one day break. Around 1400 हो गए होंगे. So just calculate May 8, 2020. This is February 26, 2024. तो कब ऑलमोस्ट 4 साल हो रहे हैं. अभी मई 8 आ जाएगा तो 4 साल हो जाएंगे. इतने क्लास, इतने शास्त्र हमने पढ़ा, उन सब का सार, द एसेंस ऑफ ऑल ऑफ व्हाट इज तत्व ज्ञान, इट्स रिजल्ट will be put at one place by Shankar Bhagavan, that we are going to study. I'm sure you will also cherish and get delight in it. You can observe yourself. If that is happening means we are tuned to the Upanishad and its theme. We are tuned to satsang and its purpose. We are tuned to the Guru and his purpose and his uddesha. If we are enjoying these portions, where the quotations from all Upanishads are given about what is Brahmagnana, what is the result of the Brahmagnana, and therefore why and how the Brahmagnana is so important. Majidar topic. We will see it tomorrow, having completed this remaining portion of next steps of moksha as given by Bhagavan Adi Shankara in the Sambandha Bhashyam. Om 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 Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Om Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Let us not miss our classes, our dear friends. Hari Om. We need a lot more to listen, to think and understand, to get onto the path single-pointedly. Let us conceive it as a goal and make it happen. Thank you.